Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares, for your support of myself in this channel, but most importantly for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, wishing you all a very, very happy hump day. Hump day is my favorite day of the week, so I'm hoping that it's flipping hot outside. Maybe it's not as hot as it is here where you are right now, but you're enjoying coming into the middle of the week and that things are going well for you. That being said, let's look into the current energy to see if there is any information or advice that Spirit would like to share with us at this time. All right. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? Woohoo! Wow. Okay, the very first card that is asked to be shown is the Empress. Taurus Libra energy. I am feeling good vibes from this. As you know, I don't want to speak too soon until we've pulled some other cards surrounding this. Whoa, okay. All right. There are people that are fighting and arguing about you still, is what I was told to say, right? In particular, there is someone who's defending themselves surrounding your treatment, surrounding who you are. Their destiny has been changed. The Wheel of Fortune here. Someone's karma has completely changed. And I'm seeing here a Queen of Discs, aka Pentacles. So on the table right away, we have Taurus Libra energy with the Empress, male or female. Seven of Wands is fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. The Wheel of Fortune is all four of the major signs. So that would be Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. And the last card, the Queen of Discs, is Earth, as you know, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Interesting. Why is the Queen of Discs present? We have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Please show me the Seven of Wands. Whoa, that's way too many, but I do see a King of Swords to the Nine of Swords, male or female, who is losing sleep right now. I just heard lost control of the situation. Yeah, it's a situation surrounding money, Page of Discs, the World card indicating an end of a cycle, followed by the Three of Swords. So, collective, it is about that separation, that divorce, that split that is happening again. You are still very much coming in as the Empress energy. I feel that Spirit had your energy come through first. Again, you know that gender is fluid. Almost as if pulling you on the outside, okay, on the outside of everything that is going on. Because there is someone, whether it's your past person of interest or someone who is currently in your energy, that are still trying to defend themselves against multiple people. That has been the key thing, okay, throughout these entire readings. Whether it's a family, whether it's a community, a group of friends, however it might resonate for you, this person went out of their way to discredit you. We know that. They went out of their way to malign you, right? But Spirit is saying the issue, I almost stuttered because there is a lot of discussion going on about you, collective. I can feel it. It is ongoing. There is a lot of discussion about who you are right now in this present moment and how your Wheel of Fortune has turned and brought you into this, I'm hearing, this magnificent destiny. I feel a lot of you had been, are continuing to, only take what resonates, work on your own. So I do still feel very strongly that entrepreneurial energy coming from this Empress, again, male or female, because I feel however you took control of your destiny, however you changed your karma, it has brought you into this energy here. Looking over at this Queen of Discs, right? This Queen of Discs is a separate energy. This Queen of Discs, I believe, particularly from the last reading, is the karmic co-partner. Whether it's the karmic co-partner in the case of, okay, thank you. I feel that this is the individual that your person of interest chose over you, okay? I do also believe, now as I'm looking from that Queen of Discs to the Empress card, I also believe that someone is pregnant. It's not you, collective, that much is for sure. But as I'm also looking over at this Empress energy, it is that energy of fertility again, that energy of pregnancy again. So I do feel that outside of the collective coming in as this high vibrational Empress energy who has changed their karma, who has achieved everything that they need to achieve in order to keep them in the luxury that they now find themselves in. Again, this is you, collective. I do feel that there is another energy, a third party energy connected to this distorted Queen of Discs that is pregnant. And this is where the conflict is coming in, because I feel that your person of interest is being attacked, not just over you, not just over whomever this distorted karmic co-partner is, but also over the fact that, I'm going to say this distorted Empress energy, because there's two energies coming from this Empress card today, is also pregnant. And this is why your person of interest, again, is in that King of Swords to that Nine of Swords, male or female. They're freaking out. They're trying to use their logic, their wisdom, because we know that with the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, it's about wisdom, not using emotions in order to deal with a situation. They are supposed to be literally the hand of law, right? If you are dealing with a high vibrational King of Swords or a high vibrational Queen of Swords, they're coming with some serious wisdom. They're coming to offer you advice. For me, these are the lawyers, the judges, literally the Hierophant energy in its king and queen form when I think about the swords. This person is trying to use logic, but it's deceptive logic, right? This is why that Nine of Swords is here. They're trying to figure out their way out of a very difficult situation, because someone is potentially pregnant within the distorted Empress energy. There is also remorse and regret surrounding you, which is the high frequency Empress energy coming from this card. And as I look over at the Queen of Discs, the Nine of Cups, this distorted feminine, again, gender is fluid, she's had a selfish wish. Interesting they said selfish. Whatever it is that she wanted from your person of interest, male or female, I believe they got it. Because that Nine of Cups is underneath the Queen of Discs, okay? And then, yeah, I'm looking back over at the King of Swords to the Nine of Swords. This energy feels as if they're caught between a rock and two hard places. Okay? They feel as if they're caught between a rock and two hard places. There is you again as the Empress energy. Then there's also the lower vibrational Empress energy coming through, who is potentially pregnant. Either way, looking at this Seven of Wands, this individual is trying to defend his or herself against their actions towards you, their actions towards now this distorted Empress energy, who's claiming that they're pregnant or is potentially pregnant, to this distorted Queen of Discs who has just had a wish of some kind answered. Show me the Nine of Cups. It's to do with money. Knew it. I just wanted to check in with Spirit first. It's that Page of Pentacles. And it has to be placed on top of that Nine of Cups. Whatever it is that the distorted karmic partner was looking for financially, right? Because if you saw the last reading, you saw the distorted King and Queen of Pentacles coming in. They were freaking out about money. She was not giving him an easy time, right? Well, it appears that this distorted Queen of Discs has gotten her wish fulfillment. Now, it is only a Page of Pentacles. So I feel that whatever this distorted energy was looking for from your former partner, or from the person who you're thinking about that's currently in your energy, I think it was smaller than what he or she expected, but at the same time, it's fallen on top of the Nine of Cups. So this distorted male or female energy within this Queen of Discs, they did get what they wanted, but to a lesser degree. This is why that Wheel of Fortune card is here, right? I feel this Wheel of Fortune card is kind of like a barometer for everything that's happening in your past person's energy, everything that is happening with the karmic co-partner. And yes, some of it is about what is happening with you, because you still remain this ideal. Male or female, you are still the Empress. Spirit is making that clear to me. But there is someone, interesting. Someone who is masquerading as you, someone who is trying to destiny swap with you. And again, it's outside of this karmic co-partner. So I feel whomever this distorted Empress is, this is someone who wanted more. More out of a three-party situationship, more out of whatever collaboration, whatever partnership they agree to, because I'm drawn back to that Wheel of Fortune. This person, and it's been clear in the last few readings, if they are pregnant, they did it deliberately. They did it to trap whomever this distorted King of Swords is, and he is aware of it, as is the karmic co-partner. And I feel that this is why there was that big issue, at least over the last 2 to 3 weeks, surrounding money, and why everyone, right, is coming at your person of interest, demanding answers. They're having to stand their ground. But if you look here, this person is focused so much on fighting people off, they're almost about to step off of that cliff. So I do feel whomever your person of interest is, whomever is on your mind right now, they're losing ground with their argument, okay? Thank you, Spirit. This is what is adding to that Nine of Swords energy, that anxiety, the inability to sleep. This person could also be having nightmares, because in their world, surrounding all of these karmic attachments and co-partners that they had, everything has gone pear-shaped. Their Wheel of Fortune is either stuck in the same place, or I've just heard, for some, the wheel is actually moving backwards. The wheel is actually moving backwards. I'm feeling that is very heavy energy, because that means there are a lot of karmic lessons that your past person or your person of interest is being made to go back to correct, to learn from, and in a lot of cases to fix. And I feel that this is another reason why your energy, collective, has been so prominent in this person's energy, in their thoughts, or in their actions, because I do believe this individual does recognize on their own, with or without spirit, that at some point they have to circle back to you. At some point they have to explain to you everything that took place, everything that has gone on, in order for them to find a semblance of peace, and in order to bring their wheel of karma back to where it's supposed to be and moving in the correct direction. Because wherever your person of interest is right now, this is what their life looks like. It's a constant battle. A constant battle of defending themselves, a constant battle of dealing with the two karmic attachments that they chose to be with, right? Because again, as I look at that distorted Queen of Discs, They chose this distorted Queen of Discs, male or female, over you. Whether they made you turn your back and walk away, whether they walked away from you, either way, again, it turned out in your favor, right? Because male or female, you're sitting pretty as the Empress. The person that they also chose over their karmic co-partner, over this distorted Queen of Discs, who was aware of this, right? Let's not play games. We know in all of the readings, this was or is, looking at that Wheel of Fortune, particularly because there's an impending pregnancy, right? This is part of those three-party situationships that your past person engaged themselves with, or if this person is currently in your energy, this is currently what's happening in their environment. They are caught between a rock, and I'm hearing, and two hard places. They got to pay out this distorted Queen of Discs, who is finally happy with the Nine of Cups to the Page of Discs because something has been worked out, looking at that Wheel of Fortune. They're dealing with someone who is saying to them, look, I'm either having your baby or I'm potentially pregnant, as I look over at that distorted Empress. And then there is you, collective, coming in as a high frequency Empress who everyone is coming at them because they cannot understand all the things that was said about you that has been proven to be untrue, looking again at the Wheel of Fortune, and the situation that they've put themselves in, along with this karmic co-partner, by potentially having another third party carrying their child. So it's not just the financial responsibility that has this distorted King of Swords energy in a Nine of Swords. It is most definitely mental, as you can see, right? They're not sleeping. They're suffering from anxiety. They're having nightmares. It's also emotionally. This selfish Nine of Cups to the Page of Discs, whatever it is that they tried to build with this karmic Queen of Discs, it's done. It was about fulfilling selfish desires, right? Because I feel for every single one of those cups, that was probably a selfish wish or desire that was manifested by that karmic Queen of Discs, along with your person of interest, for which they're going to have to pay out for with this Page of Pentacles. And I'm going to say this Page of Pentacles, it's a page. It could also represent having to financially take care of a child. I can't make this up. Okay? Wherever your person looks right now, they do not see any clear answers, okay, whatsoever. There's no clear route for them out of the situation that they're currently in. If they turn left, there's a potential pregnancy. When they turn right, there's a karmic co-partner who's absolutely pissed off that he or she has been put in the position that they've been put in, because having multiple partners, creating all of these multiple connections, was not supposed to involve pregnancy. And I do feel that this is one half of a karmic married couple, or at least a karmic couple that live together, that engage, right, in these Nine of Cups activities, fulfilling all of these wishes, all of these desires, that has backfired on them both financially, as well as with the added responsibility within that Page of Pentacles of potentially having to look after a child. It's a mess out there, right? Look at this, I can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Cups. That's asked to be placed underneath the Empress, okay? And it's followed by the Tower. Scorpionic energy. I can't make it up. Those individuals within that Seven of Wands, that karmic Queen of Discs, your karmic past partner or the person that's in your energy, there is so much truth and revelations coming through about this fake Ten of Cups, that this karmic duo, this karmic couple, maybe if it's even a family, whatever it is that they try to create, it's come falling down. It's tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, because people are realizing these people were never really happy with each other. And whatever fake family happiness they were pulling out to people, because I do believe that's the energy that they were also using to entice people, right, into these three-party relationships that again have backfired on them, because the next card is the woo-wee. Both of them, okay, both your past person and this karmic co-partner, and the energy that is claiming to be pregnant by this person, are being forced to go with the flow, with the woo-wee, right? Because everyone is coming at them, including, okay, people are also, I'm hearing, people are also coming up against the distorted Empress, who's claiming she's pregnant, because everyone knows that she did it deliberately. Everyone knows that she did it to get the upper hand in this karmic male's situationship, marriage, relationship, however again it might resonate for you. And to further confirm that, we've got the Five of Swords. More air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is, again, next to the Seven of Swords, this has to be one of my most unliked cards in any of the decks that I have. Because this is someone who is prepared to use anyone in any way, shape, or form in order to achieve a dishonorable victory. Look at all the victims. There's people even hiding away from this person who's holding up their sword as if they've had some type of win, some type of triumph. Everyone, right, within that Seven of Swords energy, who is confronting your past person, your past or your person of interest, okay, knows the truth. Knows the truth about that fake Ten of Cups with that distorted Queen of Discs. Knows the truth, right, with that Tower energy in the middle, about what was going on within that home, but now what is also has also been going on, okay, with that distorted Empress energy, because it was all about taking something that didn't belong to them. It was all about having these dishonorable victories. And again, this is about money, this is about clout. The bottom of the deck, I have the Page of Cups again. Look, I'm not even feeling this. I am feeling this again, this child. Because right on top of that, okay, is the Knight of Cups. Someone wants to apologize about this. Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups, right? Someone wants to apologize about their reckless behavior. Someone wants to apologize for multiple one-night stands, for lighting fires and hiding the matches, for causing arguments, quarrels, fights, for being selfish. Someone wants to ride in as a Knight of Cups, transition from the Knight of Wands to a Knight of Cups with their heart on their sleeve, hoping you will accept that small cup as an apology. Look at that, the shooting star there, wishing upon a star. In the hopes that if they are able to clear out all of this drama that is currently surrounding them, and again, I can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. This is the drama that's currently going on in their home. You are still coming in as the ideal, as that high frequency Empress energy, male or female collective, because there it is, thank you Spirit, because this person can't stop comparing you to the distorted Empress that they're now stuck with, that they're also now under judgment for. Scorpionic energy, right? So still today on Hump Day, there is a lot going on with your past person or your current person of interest, because their selfish actions within that Knight of Wands has got them in a Knight of Cups. They're absolutely in their feels. They're not sleeping with this Nine of Swords, because everybody knows, Tower to the Five of Swords, exactly what it is that they did to you. And this is why, again, this person is losing ground. There's like nothing more to defend. Everybody knows the truth about what was going on in their home, about what was going on in their environment, about what they were doing with multiple people. I'm just saying what I'm hearing, right? And the dishonorable victories that they gained for status, for clout. Looking at this Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups to the Page of Cups, there was a lot of one night stands, a lot of love bombing, a lot of, if you've watched the other messages, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you're not trying to make the reading fit, right? If this resonates with you, you know what was going on. You know what this person was doing to you, and you know who they were doing it with. And all this is confirmation for you, because this person is under judgment. I've been asked to show you this again. They did not get away with anything that they did to you. Instead, it's been snowballed into their karma. And this is why they're dealing, right? We got that Wheel of Fortune again. This is why they are now dealing with a distorted Empress, a carbon copy, a destiny swapper who tried to be you, right? And a distorted Queen of Discs. All she cares about right now is the money. She's not interested in anything else other than making sure that her financial needs, right, are taken care of. And your person is being called out by everyone, right? For this Five of Swords energy, which again has them in a place where they're not sleeping. I just heard they're not eating. I feel that if you were to see your person of interest, particularly if this is a person from your past, I don't think you would recognize them, collective. I don't think you would recognize them. Their actions, and I want you to kind of think about the weight of what Spirit just shared with me. Their actions didn't just change their environment, it also changed their physical appearance in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. Your person of interest could be sick, or maybe someone around them is sick. And this is separate, interesting. This is separate from the pregnancy energy. This is why this Judgment card asks to be placed on top of the Knight of Wands and on top of the Knight of Cups. In getting involved with all of these multiple energies, honestly, collective, I'm first of all, thank God that you walked away from this person, or if this person walked away from you, please understand it really was a blessing. Sometimes when we lose things, we get so caught up in the pain of it all, we actually don't see that it's happening for good reason. God sees everything before we do. And I've got to tell you, I'm looking at the Judgment card to the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. I feel this individual also has health issues. And if they don't have health issues, it could be health issues related to this distorted Queen of Discs. We've already, gone through the pregnancy energy that they're currently dealing with. But someone could be sick. Someone could have an STD. And I feel maybe it's the type of STD that you can't just take a pill for, right? It could be the type of STD that stays with you for life. Because again, I feel that this Wheel of Fortune card today is essential as well as being central to this reading. It literally is almost like it's spinning in front of me. It's showing me the karmatic outcome of not just your past person of interest, or again, whomever's in your thoughts right now, or maybe, I keep hearing this, maybe even in your current energy. There's a lot of things, collective, that I feel they're going to be unable to share with you even if they wanted to. Because if they make it back towards you, I feel that this is where you feel that you might be. The Tower to the Five of Swords. I feel a lot of some of the things that you might be thinking or feeling surrounding all of this could possibly be true, which is why it's important you only ever take what resonates. But this individual has way too much going on, and it's because of all the choices that they made within a home. That distorted Queen of Dis to the Four of Wands to that fake Ten of Cups, which is why everyone's in that tower, in that Five of Swords energy, recognizing exactly what this karmic duo, this karmic couple were doing. These invitations, the love bombing, all for what? Right? All for what? For clout? Yes, I just heard a yes. For money? Yes. Sex? Yes. Well, let's not even say sex. I mean, at this point, we know it's lust. Because that lust, and I'm looking over at the Knight of Wands, I feel that there were multiple one-night stands because there were multiple energies that were involved with this karmic duo. I'm going to say this, they could even have been sharing partners, right? Let's just keep it real. So, look, I'm going to leave that aspect there. I think enough has been said on that. Okay, so if it resonates for you, again, please only take what resonates. You know, I don't comments like this isn't my story. That's fine. You know, I'm kind of glad if it's not your story. And if this is your story, again, you've got to pat yourself on the back. You've got to show love and gratitude to yourself, because this person clearly put you through the mill. And wherever they are right now, they're doing the same thing, but to multiple energies. But looking again at this Wheel of Fortune, they are still being called out for what they did to you, for what's happening with this karmic Empress, for what's happening with this karmic Queen of Dis, as well as a myriad, listen to what I'm saying, a myriad of other people. Tower card to the Five of Swords to the Nine of Swords. That this karmic couple, this karmic duo, literally used and abused in order to achieve and to get their own ends. Wow. The bottom of the deck of the Wisdom of the Oracle, right off the bat, we got clean it up. This karmic duo, this karmic masculine, who may or may not, because I feel like there's even some questions about whether this individual is really pregnant, they recognize that they got to clean up this situation. No matter what the deal is, right? They got to clean up this situation. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding this energy today? Can't make it up. Deep knowing. They do acknowledge and understand. I've said this consistently, right? This is why they've been in that King of Swords energy, male or female. Trying to lie or work their way or reframe or gaslight the truth. The problem is, they can't do that because everyone knows the truth. Deep knowing. Everyone knows. Everyone knows what was going on with this karmic duo. Everyone knows what was going on in their home. Everyone knows that they were love bombing pretty much everyone, okay, in order to achieve some type of success, some type of clout, because both of these individuals are still under judgment. And both of these individuals recognize they still have to clean it up. Wow. So collective, the reading went on for a little bit longer than I thought it would. I am going to leave today's reading here. I really hope that this message provides some wisdom, some clarity for you. Again, you are not trying to make anything stick, so if it doesn't resonate with you, all the love, and thank you for still listening to the message. But for those of you that understand, for those of you that feel that confirmation right there, right in your heart, you know, please continue to thank yourself for dodging probably one of the biggest spiritually karmatic bullets I have ever experienced. Because again, this person recognizes and acknowledges the loss of you, but for them, they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune card again. For them right now, collective, it is too late. So on that note, I continue to send you all the love and all the light. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the support, for the comments. I can't thank you enough for the messages. I don't want to get emotional on camera, but I truly appreciate you all. And I know you'll know what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to. I read your comments, and thank you. So, that being said, I look forward to seeing you again on the next message. Please continue to look after yourselves as well as each other. I'll see you all again soon. In love and light. Namaste. Take care, everyone.